Hi everybody, welcome back to Manor and Brass episode 30 with me, Sid, and we're going to start off today, but I'm going to try and do a little bit of fancy editing. We are going to run two cannon sequences together side by side. This one is going to put a fairly hefty structure in here. Again, it's a borrowed structure, but I need to start filling up some of this space. Some of this space will be filled up with built stuff that I'm going to build myself, and I am going to be doing some actual building today on camera, proper building, not things under there. Well, that's a plan anyway. You know. And the other piece is going to be up there, which is going to be a windmill. I'm just kind of starting to populate that. I was going to put this thing up here, and then I thought, you know what, I'd actually prefer to get more natural village structures and kind of make this into obviously this is the town, this is the nice posh area, this area is where the peasantry live, and we can bring more of these. I can borrow, well, to be honest, I don't need to borrow them, I'll just borrow the designs from go and borrow the designs. I'll not borrow the structures, maybe I'll borrow the structures, who knows. Literally go and grab a village. We can expand this out, we can use more traditional, we can upgrade the paths a bit though, that's a definite, and you know, just kind of bring this area to life as well. But that's not today. Today we're going to start off with hopefully some kind of edited play of a thing being built. So I'll start this off, and I will see you in a short while. Okay, well, if everything has gone right, you will have been treated to a editing masterpiece, or you just saw a couple of sped up building montages, one or the other. Who knows? I thought, yeah, I'll try and up my game on the editing, and of course I have absolutely no idea if I successfully upped my game on the editing or not. However, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh, I lost my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one seems short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which suggests to me that needs to be, let me just check, these are all 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Wow. I don't know why. What is doing that? There's an effect and it's weird. It's almost like an elytra effect. But I haven't got the elytra on. Have I not got any more spruce? We shall have to make do. Oh, hello. I also do need, let me put you and you away, and what little bit of that I'm probably going to need you. Get the light level indicator on so we can, I'm going to have to do something with that. that will do there. Maybe... Oh, damn you. Damn, how dare you. You ruined my plans. There you go. So we just need a little bit of carpet for up here. I think everything else looks like it should be on the outside spawn proof. It is. So again, if we go and borrow, I'm probably borrowing from a sale of a ship or something here, because, you know, I'll just take all of those. Boop. And then we need to, I'll just carpet all the way along like that. It will look a little bit odd, but better odd than spawned on. Oh, hello. That will do us. Can't stick that in there. Can stick it in there, however. Lovely. Right, so what I do need... ow. What I do need to do is just lose all of that. These are all empty as they should be, and then what we need to do is make sure... Oh, if I can get up. Make sure that this is spawn safe, which it is. Lovely. Okay. So, that is that. I do need... Let me put you away, grab that out. I do need to go and find myself another piggy or a sheep. I could go over to the farm, but I think I've got some over here. Yes, there you go. Piggy will do. Wink. Yeah, so this area is starting to grow, but I think it's not going to be as ornate or posh as the island. This is going to be made up more of traditional villager housing and the likes. Over here we will have this, and we're going to bring these four entryways actually into... That should do us. Into a road system. I should even have the relevant box on me, shouldn't I? Not that one. I really do need to use more shulkers, and then I can name them and colour them a little bit easier. I think it might be in the build bag. There. Yep, that's the beastie. We need you up here. You can come across there. Gonna grab you, and then a bit of you, you. And the reason I've got multiple of the weathered is I want that to appear slightly more often. You can stack the odds if you do this right. Let me just bring down a few of those. So I've got extras, and then what I want to do is join this up here. Let's just skew it a little bit to one side, so that will do there. This side here can join up there. This side is pretty straightforward, except I do need to that. And then need to do something over here, but I don't, well, I suppose we can come out a couple. Yeah, because that will give me more room here around the place to do a few bits and pieces, won't it? What do I want to do over here, though? I think I'm going to curve it and bring it along the top here. Maybe. Or maybe I'll just take it to there for now. Hello. You can have one of them. Okay. So this should be fairly quick. To get this lot back in. Similar over here. What I may actually do is just blend that a little bit better as well. No. That works. One of the things I've seen in building recently, in Minecraft building, and you know, this is hardly a how dare they situation. This is things, but it seems to have been this trend or tendency towards gradients. B-dubs has been doing it a lot, for example, and I'm not sure that I actually like it. I'm just going to bring this way a little bit. But just because when I actually look at buildings, because a lot of my, especially when I design the building myself from the ground up, that doesn't actually happen in real life. You don't see gradients. Now, I get that you get colour gradient, you get shading and shadows kind of layered on, and you know, that's fine. I get that. And don't get me wrong, it done right, it does look somewhat nice, or on some occasion very nice. You know, you get this, especially when viewed from a distance. But I find myself not being a fan. I think is probably the fairest thing I can say. So you'll have to let me know what you think, because for me, it's a firm no, for the most part. There is a little bit of a yes. I'm not wholly against it, but I'm not a big fan. I think that's probably the fairest way to describe that. So, yeah. I think that's some, yes I did, okay. That brings that nicely round. Let me quickly sleep and get myself to a position where we can finish this off. But you know, that's just like a little farm building plot in the middle of the city. I'm not sure how that kind of fits with this is a posher area of the city motif, but yeah, it's what I got. So there you go. Anyway, let's get, oh, that doesn't go there, that goes up there, you come down there, that goes back in there, and you go, oh no, that goes back in there. And then we probably, no, I think he's in. Is he still in here? Am I looking now for the gold? I am. gold chest. There we go. A little bit of moss. Little bit of moss carpet. Come on. Oh, hello. Did not want to do that. Wow, is that all the glowstone I've got on my personage? Thought I should have had a lot more than that. I mean, I went out and grabbed a whole lot more than that. That's still that, okay. Interesting. Probably in the shulker. I think I do need to do a little bit of work on my inventory because it's a mess again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, just 8 should be enough, and then we can go 1, 2, 3 of those. That should do. We'll grab a few of these. Get me F7. Is that on or off? Let's find out. Not helping. There must be somewhere that I have. There we go. It's on now. Right. So let me just plonk that back down. And that one. Not worried about that one. We're going to deal with it. But I do want to make sure that any of these freestanding. We'll just put we'll just do that in a few places around. Maybe one here. Chuck in a few more moss blocks. I probably need to make myself a moss farm at some point because I do use a fair bit of it. Ow. I don't know why I have, by the way. Let's go and stick that down. Then we'll do another there. Over this side, we'll put one about there. Stick a little bit of just carpet blocks down where necessary, and perhaps a little bit more of that as well. Maybe even I was a bit concerned about. I use the word concerned loosely, by the way. It's, you know, bothered perhaps by this because it just feels a little bit too green in places. There, that feels better. Right, so let me sort myself out. I think we are safe enough. I probably just need to, can I just get you over there? Thank you. Just so you're not stood around. Yeah, I need to pull myself a few bits and pieces together, but let me just sort myself out a wee bit and I shall be right back with you. Alright, my inventory is a little bit tidier. Not a lot tidier. I have added a build box. Now the build box has got all of the stuff in, but I have put a stack upgrade, which is, I think I took it to iron. You know what, there's an easy way to show you. So this is for my stuff that I like. Yeah, it's an iron, so it allows me to put 256 items in a slot, which is fine. I've also got a crafting upgrade, which allows me to craft. Yeah, pretty much what you'd expect. Just means I don't have to keep switching back in, and I've dyed it purple and cyan because that's the thing you can do in this version of the pack. You can actually put a trim on it, so why not, eh? Purple and cyan, because I like cyan. It's not my favourite colour, but it's yeah, obviously that's purple. Yeah, nothing new there, you know that. Anyway, I wanted to start, whether we get finished on this today is another matter. I still want to do the thing. I'm still struggling in my head to come up with the thing for the tavern. I also want to do the dock over here, and I may try... Oh, hello. You have a sneaky spawnable spot there. That is bang out of order. Well, we'll sort that next time. But right now we've got an issue, because I have got a passageway coming in here, and here I want to put some kind of structure which guards the entrance, and then we will have a similar structure on this side. So 2 towers. This one will be a tower, that one will be a tower with a wall, so anybody sailing in that is not wanted can be attacked, and yada yada, all of the good stuff. So that's the plan. However, I first need to remove all of this. Yeah, going back to this gradient thing, it is actually interesting, because obviously I've been playing and recording for a long time now, which, you know, from a point of view of the success of the channel is perhaps not immediately... I'm going to turn that off. Is perhaps not immediately evident. Right, let me just work out a pattern here. So if I want to come out 1, 2, 3 and go in 1, 2, 3. So if I want to make my floor space this, then that would naturally make the start off with just plain old... I can always harvest from around the area. So you got a 1. So 3 would be a 3, 2, 2. 3, 1, 1, I should say. And because that would go there, and then you'd have that, and that, then that, then that. Do we think that'll be big enough? I mean, it's projecting into the... I think it is. I think that would be about right. Let me just block in the... this is not the base level, so... that one, and that one... No. Like that. I should probably sleep before it gets unpleasant over here, and that will give me a position for a little tower, and then we can come in and do something similar on that side. That will go there, there, and there, and then we'll do that and that, and then we'll obviously bring that all the way down and make a foundation for it. Similarly, and I'll just use this to centralise this. If I were to come to about here, that works, doesn't it? And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. I should probably just get my silk touch out, and then I don't need to like that. I've just wasted that piece of smooth stone, which I realise in the grand scheme of things is hardly the end of the world, but you know, that's what I want to get going. So let me just plan this out. Then I'm going to take this all the way down. I will add some bits and pieces, just text. Here I am, texture, but not gradient texture. This rock down. Similarly over here, we'll have that filled in. That's why I brought the cobble really as a filling in stone rather than wasting the nice smooth stone, which I don't know whether I actually had to cook this manually or not, but we'll take that out of there, that goes there, that comes out like that. Yeah, it all works. I'll get the foundations in and I shall be back in a sec. Okay, we got the foundation blocks in, and that is a good size. I mean, we know we'd be able to get one of those through. I am tempted just to shave this off. Just a little bit. Just feels there we go. That feels a little bit smooth, a little bit larger on the outside. I mean, it's definitely going. I'm not going to worry too much, but we know that that ship is that wide, and that is that wide. It would be tight, I think. Maybe a bit off of there like that. Maybe like that. That might help. Okay, I'm just kind of faffing around. I brought these because I think they're going to be handy. I don't know why that wasn't going away, but there you go. I also brought some materials like this. And we're going to start off with on this side we're going to have a door there, and on this side we are going to have a door there. And then, whoops, hello. We'll just take these up, really basic. You know, I don't want to get anything fancy at this stage. I just want to go up and work out the towers and get that in place. So let me just grab a few more of those. We got the texture and everything for later. But right now, it's all about just getting a basic structure in. So. And I also don't want these to be massive. I'm not looking for like that kind of, even close to that kind of height, you know. I think if this is the, I think if you're kind of coming up like this on, and again, we'll worry about the detail later, and that will probably be a solid because there'll be a wall on this side. So then you'd have another thing, and then perhaps one more. Oop, hello. Going up like that. He says, hitting the wrong bit. And then, do I want to bring it in one, perhaps? I can always take those in a support blocks out later, can't I? You know, it doesn't have to be too believable. It just has to be a structure. So you can kind of bring it up, come up, maybe that's your floor, and then you're going to have that again. That probably will fill in. Then you'd have another hoop. Now, is that high enough? If you were coming in on a sailing ship, is that? I think it needs to go up one more. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that kind of works. Coming in on that side. Probably haven't got enough material, but that's not a problem. And then you'd have your floor again. Rikasu. And that's probably good enough. The walls probably would be at this height here, so that could be a window, that would be a door. And then from the floor to the ceiling, we're going to need it. Let me grab a little bit of that to start off with. So if I wanted kind of that affair going on here, and this is, I'll be honest, this is a very standard, very traditional style of keep stroke castle. I don't think, you know, we're doing anything overly exciting or even new here. Let me grab a little bit of that, and have I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to make myself some brickage. I'm gonna have to make myself quite a lot of brickage. But again, a lot of this is to do with telling a story. I keep talking about the narrative, and that is important. You know, these are static builds. You certainly, when you are working and listening to recordings by better and more advanced builders than me, you know, you are generally getting a feel about stories. There is a feel about movement, almost the kinetic elements. And I'll probably change up some of these blocks. This is all very bland at them. Well, no, probably about it. I will change up some of these blocks because this is very bland. But that gives you that going on, and then you get your come in here, grab 4 of those, and they would go. And again, whether you would have one facing, I think there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whether you'd have one facing landward, I don't know, but schematic cannons make really good cannons. It's almost like they know that we want this kind of stuff. So I need to duplicate that coming out. Now this, whether I would put them here and here, or even here and here, that might be a thing, but I need to duplicate this structure over this side, and then I need to start thinking about making it look nice, because at the moment it's quite dull. It's actually not quite dull, it's very dull. And yeah, I mean, you know, that's an important feature. We probably want to give it a little bit of a nice look. Get it lit, get some floors in, get something, and then we need to think about the wall running down here, which I'm going to run in sections. I think we're going to basically keep coming down, and that's fine. I'll get that done in a moment. Right, let me get on with that. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I've done more than I anticipated, as usual. So I've got my thing. I've started a little bit of detailing. Over this side we've got another one over here. Then the wall, kind of, not 100% happy with it, but it goes down, it does what I need it to do. I do need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cannon. And obviously we have this area up here, which is thing, and then we've got a little wall. So basically this bit kind of forms an enclave, a little secure spot for everything. I do need to get my build bag out, and I also need to sort out my inventory. I went off to the end portal to borrow a cup of sugar. I mean, a few blocks. Alright, quite a lot of blocks. But I do need to get out my... Where are you? Mason's work table. There we go. Now, the problem with the Mason's work table is, well, there are many problems with the Mason's work table. However, for this purposes of this one, it's just that I need to use a pick to pick it back up again. Which, you know, as problems go, is probably not the worst. However, I would like to get myself a reasonable block. Go with those. Those work for the roof of this thing, which and I need to also figure out how people are getting up, but I think we'll go with that. That will come up the middle, we'll have some light on the top and a flaggage. I do need to ensure that we don't get any spawns in these. Not that it's a major problem, it's just that some of the things that could spawn in here are unpleasant. Up. Boink, oinky, boinky. Get me in. Come on. Right, and over there. But it's starting to come together now. Detailing wise, we're going to need some bars for the windows. We're going to need those 7 cannon. And then I need to start breaking up the thing, sticking some cracked and mossy cobble and all the various bits and pieces in there. But yeah, I'm not displeased with that as a structure to start off with. So I'm going to go and make those cannon, because they're a bit, well, they're not a pain because they're relatively inexpensive, but you do need to make a dispenser for them, which is more of a pain than I'd like it to be. And I need some bars, and I'll just have a look around, maybe some doors. So yeah, we can get we'll do a couple of stacks of bars. And is it this one? Yes. I'm going to go with those bars, I think, just because. Right, I'll get the cannon together, be back in a sec. And armed with some bars, which I've put in for all of the others, but I'm just getting around to here. We can start with this lot. The door there. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this terrain here yet, so I'm going to do the decent thing and ignore it. Oh, hello. Right, I have got these, and these I want to place. That's not going to be there, so like that, I think. And so that's your cannons on there, and then on this side, more or less just facing straight out like that. Woe betide any coursers, or corsairs, if we're going to do it properly, that come down this. Try and raid this particular location. I think it would prove singularly unhealthy. It's probably a fair assessment. And then if I jump into my build bag or get the proper lanterns and go bonk, bonk, bonk. Let's get the F7 on so we can see that we are illuminating properly. Yep, that's fine. On the roof here, I would like to just go with those and those. There, actually. And I suppose if we do both, then it'll give me an idea of what we're dealing with, won't it? Do. I think I am going to go 2 on the walls. This is going to go slightly higher up. And 3 on the, maybe actually even more. I might actually put some flaggage on the top, even if it is just a little bit like one of those, a pennon. So if we go 1, then 1, 2, 3, that will work. That's the same, isn't it? Yeah, that's working. And then nice and down low about here, just a couple of lanterns. To give that the light. Right, so I'm going to repeat that. I also need some coloured wool. I wonder where I could get some of that from. Maybe a shepherd or 2 could be my answer. I haven't actually done any further development on these, so I do need to spend time. As you can tell, I've not even done the walls. So what do you sell? Grey? Yeah, grey's a bit dull. Grey. Go with yellow. Okay. Grab me. Yeah, that should do. I think I can re-dye actually, can't I? So let's just do that. There we go. That was easy. And I'll go with yellow for the flags. I'm not going to kind of go with the livery for this. It's just is. So let's just have a look. If I go 2, then 1, then 2, then yeah, that'll do. We'll do similar to that. Like so. 2, then 1, then 1, then 1. That works, I think. Right, I'm going to repeat that on the other roofs and then we'll continue with the detailing a bit more. Back in a moment. Alright, so the next bit is all about detailing, and this is where my swapsy spell comes in really handy, because we can just replace the odd brick here and there with as much mossy, cracked as we like. And then there's another pass with stairs just to give a little bit of wear and tear to the place. But I've got lots of moss brick, so I am not going to be sparing with it. Plus I know where I can get lots more as well, which is always handy. And then I'll do the same with cracked. I'll throw a bit of mossy cobble in. You know, I'm going to wear and weather the stone base as well, so that's going to have a little bit of, you know, wear and tear to it as well. But yeah, I like building using magic. It's easy. Easy mode. Yeah, back in a bit. Alright, just like that, we have now applied a texture. I say just like that, obviously. That's a slight cheaty McCheat there, I suppose, because it's not really a just like that. It was actually a, and now we've applied a texture. Let's come back now. I need to think about a little bit of you. Yeah, we can take a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that actually as well. Could take some of those, actually take a few more of those, even a few of those. So first things first, let's go and just take out the odd block. Not many. I think there's a tendency, if you're not careful, to overdo this kind of thing, and we can't do it on these sides here. It can only be done like that on the edges where there's a little bit more wear and tear, but we can get a little bit of wear going on this. And I don't want to go, I haven't got many of these. I could make more, but again, what's the point, huh? Oh, I think there's a cave under there. So yeah, I mean, this area we can get a little bit more creative with. Last one, where to put it? How about there? That kind of breaks that up nicely. Throw a little bit of this in. Boop. And again, sparingly. Here's the watchword. Yeah, I'm not going to get away with it there, am I? Do that then. Yeah. So this is just a subtle and minor tweaks just to break this up a little bit. So we'll do that. I'm going to throw a little bit of foliage in as well on a couple of the towers. Not too mad. I don't want to have massive green overgrown affairs. This is supposed to be a functional defensive structure, and as such it should be, you know, functional, and not some mad garden affair. And I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I think that is about it for this. I'm not going to go mad on the interior because the towers, you know, they just sit there. We've got the ladders. Of course, we've got quark, so we can hang ladders in the air, which is all nice. And yeah, a little bit of wear and tear. Now, I do need to get this lot decorated up a little bit better, lit, and, you know, similarly when I do this side, and also obviously the interior of this, which is going to be mainly village stuff, so nothing too major there. And we also do need to get down here and start and get this dock done and also sort that out. But on the whole, I am very, very happy with that. So not a bad episode. We got a nice little build. Well, we borrowed some builds there and there, so that's all done. And we've got the harbour defences in place. And whoa, betide anybody who tries to get into here. Now I may still shave a little bit more off of these to bring that in, maybe shave a bit off there, because I still feel that this is, I mean, if I were to come and make you that narrow, that might work better. And shaving a bit off of that side might work better as well. But on the flip side, because it's kind of got a curve to it, you couldn't come in at speed. Now, you know, I'll be honest, I know nothing about pirating, as in, you know, the act of theft at sea, a la Pirates of the Caribbean thingy, but it occurs to me that if you could come into a space quicker, you would have things. And I know certainly some books I've read talk about having double backs and switchbacks within the port. But I am happy with that. I think that works. So we've got that. Still need to do work over there, and I still need to do stuff now. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do next episode. I may have a break from the building and from Port Valentine for a while. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.